Live now? Yes, I think it is. Fantastic. Welcome to this special meditation session, and thank you so much for joining me. The session today is dedicated to the Earth Day. And before I go ahead, let me just introduce myself. My name is Regina Gerlach, and I am streaming here from Western Australia. I am located in Perth. So this is what I always love about that no matter where we are located or based across the world, we can still meet all together. And it actually doesn't really take a lot of effort. And I am just letting you know that I'm a mindfulness meditation and self-compassion teacher. I'm also a clinical psychologist, and I'm very passionate about community. I'm passionate about planting seeds and watering the seeds and growing the seeds, which takes me to the topic of our day. And it's such a beautiful occasion to just spend this time that we are going to sit together tonight or this morning, wherever you are. It might be a different time for you to connect with the earth. But before we do this, it is also nice to see who is here and who is tuning in and from where. So that would be really lovely if you could let us know from where you're tuning in. So we have a few here I can recognize. They are from Western Australia, which is lovely. It is here 8 p.m. And I suppose if you are based in the US, depending on where, it's maybe early morning. And what a beautiful day to begin this day by just simply dropping in and meditating and really considering the earth that is carrying us, and really appreciating that this is even possible and that we are receiving the support from the earth. We can't do this enough, and I think we need to do this actually every day, but it's really good to use the session today to remember this and the importance of earth and treating the earth as the mother of all. Yes, thank you for letting us know. So we have people from Canada as well. Hello to you, and thank you so much for tuning in. This is really, really lovely. So what I thought, what I will do, I will share a little bit of a story with you that is from Thich Nhat Hanh, and I'm pretty sure if you have read about Thich Nhat Hanh or maybe even practicing his meditations or even been to his village, the Plum Village in France, and really connecting with his community there. And I think he's done so much good work and brought this to the world and educated and taught us on how to live our life more meaningful, more present, and more appreciative and loving. So, and he's written a lot about how to treat the earth. And just for now or for later, wherever you are, if you go on a walk, perhaps really keeping in mind you're walking on earth. And this is such a miracle. One, that you can walk. So really appreciating and perhaps being grateful for this. And if that is a little bit impaired, just bringing some compassion towards as well. So keeping this in mind. But as you're walking on the earth or moving on the earth, perhaps really being grateful for this and walking as if you would be kissing the earth. And if you bring this attitude towards the way you treat the earth, and just see how that is sort of echoing back into your body, your mind, your soul, your heart, how beautiful this can be. And maybe not every day, but maybe today after the session, this is something that could echo into the rest of your day. Really lovely. Okay, so let me begin by just reading something, because this is something when I prepared for our meditation session, and we will do this in a moment. And if there's anything else that you would like to share, really use this comment window on Inside Timer and just drop something there. how you sort of feel about this Earth Day. Is there something in particular that you even do to celebrate or appreciate? That would be really lovely if you want to share this with us. So Thich Nhat Hanh has written a letter to the earth, and he calls it the love letter to the earth. And maybe you don't really actually have to look at me as I am here on the screen. You're very welcome making this part of the meditation and maybe taking a seat and connecting with the now, right now, and fully embodying the actuality of sitting. And if you like, maybe you sit on the floor, maybe you sit on a meditation bench or on a meditation cushion, or you're actually laying down, whatever works for you best. If it's possible, maybe placing a hand over your chest or heart region and also placing the other hand on the earth and just feeling that connection. And if that's not possible because of your posture, then maybe imagining, but also feeling perhaps the soles of the feet in touch with the earth, and you here right now being carried and supported by the earth. This might be a wonderful thing to start. So taking your posture, allowing yourself a moment to tune in. If you need to stretch a little bit, again, depending on the time of the day. If it's the end of the day, you might feel tired. So maybe just do some mindful stretches. Or if it's the beginning of the day, really taking a seat and showing up to this day, to this moment. This is the invitation for you to fall awake and to hug the earth and yourself. So this is not only about the earth, this is also about yourself. Healing yourself means also healing the earth. And if you then like closing the eyes fully or partially, and we can have a little bit of time at the end of the session to share if you like, so you don't really have to worry about the comments at the moment that you have to put anything in there. So just noticing the transition as you're slowing down, what it's like to be here right now, wherever you are. And keeping in mind that you're actually not alone. There are so many people with you at the moment who are doing exactly the same, taking a seat on a chair, a cushion, a meditation bench, laying down, or even sitting or standing or moving. We are all here together. Love letter to the earth. Dear Mother, there are those of us who walk on earth, but still wish to seek a promised land elsewhere, not knowing that you are the wondrous pure land present in this moment. They are not able to see that the kingdom of heaven exists in their own hearts. They are not able to see that if their minds are calm and peaceful, then the very ground they are walking on becomes the pure land. We are able to play and enjoy this pure land day and night thanks to that insight, thanks to the practice of dwelling peacefully with mindfulness in the here and now. We have the kingdom here and are no longer searching for it elsewhere. You have the capacity to carry us hundreds of millions of years into the future, after which you may manifest as another planet, and we as other wonderful forms on you. Respected Mother, you have children who are proud of themselves as brilliant mathematics, skilled artisans, gifted architects. But few are able to see that you are the greatest mathematician, the most accomplished artisan, and the most talented architect. We only need to look at a branch of cherry blossoms, the shell of a snail, or the wind of a bat to see this true. We have talented artists, but how can our paintings be compared to the works of art that you reveal to us in the four seasons? How can we paint such compelling dawns or create such radiant dusks? Our musicians are genius, but how can our songs measure up to your wondrous orchestra of earth and sky, or the magnificent sound of the rising tide? We have brave soldiers, knights, and heroes who have endured extreme heat and cold and traversed mountains and rivers. But how many of us have your patience and capacity to embrace? We have great love stories, but who among us has your immense love that includes all beings without discrimination? So, letting this echo in as you are settling in, as you are already here. Those words, those loving words to the earth. Noticing how this resonates, and perhaps we all could right now, as we're taking this in, those loving words, this description, this honoring the earth, the love to the earth, and shifting the focus to the breath as a way to connect with each other. As you're feeling the soles of the feet or your hand on the ground, the connection with the earth, feeling that support being carried right now. You don't even have to make an effort. And shifting the focus to being aware of breathing in, letting the air travel toward your body, into your body, through the nostrils, and following it. And as you're breathing in, noticing that physical connection with the earth. And noticing what it's like to be here right now. Visualizing the ground underneath, the foundation that supports you. Connecting with the earth. Grounding yourself in each and every breath. And taking note of how that too connects you with the earth. And bringing your awareness to your senses. Opening up to the environment around you. Noticing sounds. Maybe you are even outside, or maybe you are indoors, it doesn't really matter. So you're opening up to your senses and becoming aware of sounds. The sound of the earth. Noticing smells. Noticing sensations coming from the environment around you. And in between, there's this awareness of the breath, kind of the vehicle helping you to be present, to be able to be aware of the senses, using the senses to be aware of the environment. And staying connected to the earth, feeling that support, that ground beneath you, without judgment. Simply noticing the sensory input. Noticing the sensory input your body is experiencing right now. As you're continuing to breathe deeply. As you're continuing to breathe slowly. And taking note of what it's like to be here. What it's like to pay attention to this very moment and to connect with the presence of the earth and yourself. To make use of the senses to really take in the environment, the sound, the smell, the taste of it. If you have your eyes open, the sight of it. And feeling the air moving in and out of the body. And perhaps really, if you haven't done yet, maybe really bringing that heart, that hand, your hand to your heart, or on top of the chest, or on the belly region, or any other part of the body that would appreciate a supportive touch right now. And even if you need a little bit more, put the other hand on top. And if it feels right, bringing the awareness to your heart center now. And as you're inhaling, as you're breathing in, imagining you're filling your heart with love. And imagining that this love is radiating and spreading into and throughout your body. With each breath, feeling the love in your heart expanding outward to fill the space around you. Continuing to grow steadily. Filling your heart with love. And if it feels right, also bringing to mind all the things that you are grateful for. You may think of your own healthy body. You may think of friends and family and people you love. Maybe the nourishing food or the clean air, the water. Maybe you're grateful for having shelter and a comfortable home. Feeling this power of your gratitude and let it amplify your love, radiating from your heart, spreading, echoing into each and every cell of your body. And not only of your body, going beyond boundaries. Don't let the skin be the boundary. Let this love spread into the space, to the earth, to the entire planet. And in between, as you're doing this, maybe even using the breath coming in slowly, effortlessly, helping the heart to again be filled with love, with gratitude, from there radiating into the body and beyond the skin, into the space, to the earth, the planet. And then shifting your focus to the earth. And considering that everything that you experience, that you love and feel grateful for, is made possible by the incredible earth. The air you breathe right now, only possible because of the planet. Receiving this, being aware of this, taking it in, getting curious about it. The water that you drink and the food that you eat, all the materials that you're using to build your home, all of this is supplied by the earth. And if it feels right, perhaps taking a moment silently to thank the earth for all the things in life that you appreciate, that are given to you by the earth, that are made possible. The relationship between you, the earth, us, and the planet. So your heart is filled with love, going beyond boundaries, beyond the skin. Being sent to the earth and appreciating everything and being grateful for what's been given to you and supplied by the earth to make your life possible. So, and just together knowing that we all do this at the same time. For some, this might be easier. For some others, it might be a little bit more challenging, maybe distracting. Welcome, welcome, whatever is arising in this moment. Welcome it in. All parts are welcome. All parts are part of this earth. Don't push it away. Breathing with it. And just sharing a few more moments in silence all together. Knowing that you are not alone, right here, right now. Maybe how effortless this can be. You don't have to do anything right now. You can just be simply carried by the earth. So what a wonderful opportunity today to thank the earth, to thank yourself for considering the earth, for relating to the earth as planet with deep appreciation and gratitude. Anchoring yourself in this breath, feeling the soles of the feet, really becoming one with this moment, a breathing entity without any boundaries, being one with this planet Earth. So Sister Chan Duk, a member of the Earth Holder Sangha, is offering a nice story here. Breathing in, this is the invitation, as you're breathing in, being aware and taking care of the earth every day. Maybe even right now seeing the earth as a spirit. It's part of you and you are part of the earth. So this is why it's so important that you are taking care of this relationship with the earth. Breathing in, I am aware of my nation. Breathing out, I am aware that my nation is impermanent. Breathing in, I am aware of Mother Earth. And breathing out, I am aware that Mother Earth is impermanent. Breathing out, I smile. Breathing in, I see that the human species is impermanent. So is the earth. So is the human species. And I am smiling to the impermanence, as I am one with the earth. And as you're connecting with the earth in this particular way and receiving and giving your love, breathing with each and every moment, with each and every cell, maybe also getting a sense of togetherness right now. Us here, across the world, sharing this very special place called Earth. Walking on it, sitting on it, moving on it, drinking from it, eating from it, smelling it, tasting it, hearing it, seeing it, feeling it. Breathing in, I smile. Breathing out, I smile. Maybe let's close this practice in a moment. And perhaps letting this mantra echo in, sitting with that for a moment. Healing the earth begins with my own healing. Love on the planet begins with the love in my own heart. So taking a moment and letting this echo as you perhaps slowly to start move again. The toes, the fingers, the feet, the hands, the legs, the arms. Taking in the visual field, the surrounding, again, embracing it, stretching it a little bit. And taking note of what this feels like. And yes, sharing with us what came up for you. What was it like to really dedicate this session in this very particular way? Actually really celebrating being on earth and feeling that love inside and letting that spread and echo into the outside to this very special place. I can only repeat this, the earth, and what that feels like. You know, inner peace, outer peace, the best possible. We take these things so for granted, and I think it's good there and then to stop and really tune in. And where do we get all of this? Where do we get all the supplies from? We get them from the earth. And so it's nice to give back and to treat it with love as you want to treat yourself and your friends and your families and every being on earth. So this is really important. And often we have these particular days, where we celebrate something, our birthday, the Earth Day, Mother Day, Father's Day, and, the Happiness Day, and all of this. So these are also always good opportunities to really remember, this is mindfulness, to remember the importance and to make a particular wise, not forceful, but wise effort that we want to bring to the way we are and relate and how we treat this earth. And, the next moment, maybe the next moment you have a cup of tea or something to eat, or you walk or you move through the space, perhaps just remember this and do it in a mindful way, in an appreciative way, because this is all supplied and given to us. And letting this echo into whatever you do and how you relate and how you actually sort of, are on this world and how you walk on this earth. I really like what Thich Nhat Hanh says, walk as if you would be kissing the earth, right? You would do this with great care. And even sometimes we have to walk fast, right? Or run, and there's a different pressure that we sort of put on the earth, but still we can do this very mindfully and appreciate this. Oh, that's really love. Yeah. So just, I don't know whether people can see the comments here, I suppose. Yeah. It's really lovely. This was a George's meditation. Inspired me to share the message of caring for the earth through self-love. Absolutely, sort of connecting this and walk as though you would be kissing the earth, indeed. And sometimes less is more. Maybe, to really connect with this and to feel this love inside, to offer yourself this love and let the heart heal from the inside so that the earth can heal. Sometimes we need a little bit more silence. It doesn't really take much, just this love to hear. And to forgive oneself when we forget, because we're human beings. We tend to forget there and then, and that's the reason why we need those special days to remember and to begin again. And I think this is the conclusion of today and a good ending. Remember, and if you are at the beginning of the day, maybe really see how you can sort of set an intention for this day unfolding and getting in tune and in touch with the earth through this particular way. Self-love, noticing, and also how this is all taken for granted and sort of being appreciative and grateful. And if you go to bed, how amazing you can actually lay down and you carry it there into your sleep by the earth. How wonderful. I hope everyone sort of gained some benefit or felt a little bit inspired. A few of you said that, and thank you so much also for letting us know from where you're tuning in. And this is again what I really love about that we are connected across the world. And it's such a wonderful thing to use this space for it. And let me just say one more thing. I also very grateful for the platform Inside Timer, where we actually really can meet with no big effort at all and share our experiences and meditate together and so many other things. So I really think